I never liked mirrors. There was always something about them that made my skin crawl, though I could never explain why. Maybe it was the way they seemed to hold a memory of every face they ever reflected. Or maybe it was the faint, almost imperceptible, distortion at the edges, like reality itself hesitated there. I had been living alone for a while, and the house was quiet, too quiet, but I never thought much of it. Until the night it began. I was brushing my teeth in the bathroom, the only light, a single flickering bulb above the mirror. I looked up and froze. At first I thought I had imagined it, a movement slight in the corner of the reflection. I blinked, and there she was. Not me. A girl, pale, with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through the glass. She was standing there, staring directly at me. My heart hammered, and when I opened my mouth, no sound came out. I leaned closer. She mimicked every movement I made, perfectly, but a heartbeat slower. I turned on every light in the room. Nothing. Just my reflection, normal, safe. But that feeling lingered. I felt watched even when I wasn't near the mirror. Shadows seemed longer, the corners of rooms darker, and every time I passed a mirror, I caught a glimpse of her. Always smiling, waiting. I stopped brushing my hair in front of the mirror, avoided the reflection entirely, but it was inescapable. She found me wherever I went. Night after night, the whispers started. Low, almost like the house itself was breathing secrets. I would wake to the sound of someone moving in the hallway, slow footsteps echoing, but whenever I checked, nothing was there, except in the mirror. There she would be, watching, smiling, learning. She wasn't just a reflection anymore. She was patient, calculating. I tried covering the mirrors, but even without them, I felt her eyes on me. My sleep became fractured, haunted by dreams I didn't understand. Dreams of being trapped behind the glass, staring out at someone who wasn't me, while she lived my life, perfectly. I would wake sweating, hearing the faintest creak of the floorboards, as if she had followed me from my dream into reality. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I sat in front of the largest mirror in the living room, my reflection staring back at me in the cold, pale light. I whispered her name. She didn't respond with words, only a tilt of her head, a slow, deliberate motion that sent shivers down my spine. I reached out my hand, pressing it against the glass. Her hand pressed back, cold, solid, real. I pulled back, heart racing, realizing she wasn't bound to the reflection anymore. She existed in some way I couldn't understand, tethered to me by the glass. Days passed, each one heavier than the last. And then I started hearing my own voice. Not my voice exactly, but a twisted echo of it, coming from mirrors I hadn't even noticed, saying things I hadn't thought, moving in ways I hadn't. Last night I finally faced her. I stood in the bathroom, every light in the house turned off, candlelight flickering. She was there in the empty space of the glass. Her lips moved, forming words I couldn't hear, and the air around me grew, heavy, cold, like winter in August. I tried to step back, but I couldn't move. My body refused to obey me. And then she stepped forward, out of the mirror. Not fully, not entirely, but enough. Her hand brushed the glass, and where it touched, my skin burned. I screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the darkness. She smiled. A slow, terrifying smile, the kind that promised I would never be free. The last thing I saw before my vision, blacked out, was my own reflection, smiling back at me from inside the mirror. Not me. Not my face. Her face. Now, the mirrors in my house are covered, but I still feel her. Watching. Waiting. Sometimes I wake to see her in the corner of my eye, pale and grinning. And sometimes, when I pass a mirror, I swear she's closer. Closer than she was before. Closer than she should be. And I know deep down that she isn't just waiting. She's coming for me. One day soon, she will take my place entirely. And when that happens, the person looking back at you in the mirror might not be me at all.